That's a look at our setting tonight. So the next starting five. We've got Irving. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Griffin. And it's Durant. And it's Harden in at the 1. And for the Bucks, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Middleton in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Harden to the inside. Jordan. Lopez with the block.
Oh, that's out of there. Not a high riser, but Lopez using his frame. A smart block, if you will.
And Antetokounmpo gets it to go. Plenty of experience, Greg, on the floor tonight. How does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
You know, Kevin, this is one of those games where guys are going to be smart out on the floor. They're going to be in the right positions to make plays. And honestly, this could come down to who makes the bigger, tougher shots.
Here's Holiday. James Harden picking up that last basket. To the middle. Giannis inside. Griffin's there. And here are the Nets. 17-foot shot on the way. Irving can't get it to go. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Good size and the ability to carve out space. Lopez battling on the rebound.
And here's Harden for 3. DiVincenzo with the rebound.
Yeah, not really much of a flow offensively yet. Only 1 of 4 from the field.
Lopez finds DiVincenzo. Wow, drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. The Bucks shooting their first free throws here tonight.
And that foot injury robbing Dante DiVincenzo of much of his rookie season, but in year 2, he had a nice bounce back.
One of the things, Greg, that I think is most important for any player at any level is any time that you're hurt, you still have an opportunity from the bench to pick up some of the nuances of the game. There's no doubt that Dante did that last year, and this year has stepped in and continued to contribute to this ball club.
Here's Holiday. James Harden picking up that last basket. And here's Holiday. Giannis inside. Defended by Griffin. And Antetokounmpo with the basket on the assist by Holiday.
Well, an outstanding floor general right there. Holiday has switched between point guard and off guard, and a great feel for when guys are open.
Here's Irving. Clock at 6. Here's KD. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Here's the break. Brooklyn with the rebound.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
And Lopez throws it down.
Well, Lopez at that size has no trouble throwing it down.
It's Jordan on the wing. Pass to Durant. Over Middleton. Durant, no good. Bucks leading by 7. To the paint. Here's Lopez. Kicks it down to Middleton. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Nets have gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. Harden, that's good. 1:21 left to play in the first. And there's the pass to Middleton. Lets the three fly. Hits it from three-point range. Middleton's got 5 points so far.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Here's DiVincenzo. No good. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. Durant with a wide open look. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
Vintage KD. Quick trigger on the catch and shoot.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. Antetokounmpo kicks to Holiday. Down low, here's Lopez. Connects on the 9-footer. He has 6.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Harden finds KD. Good.
That's where Durant is making a living right now. A sensational jump shooter and a deadly release.
Holiday against Harden. Holiday, the pass to Antetokounmpo. To the middle. Holiday looking over the floor. To the wing on the left. The wide open look here for Lopez. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Like tonight, all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now,
the first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. Bucks lead by 10. And we'll get going after this.
I like to stay locked in to the game. And
Greg, as you always say, different guys intimidate in different ways.
And when you have his level of length, athleticism, and skill, you don't need to say a word.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
I couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
Portis is out there with P.J. Tucker. Then it's Chris Middleton, and it's Forbes in at the point guard position. That's the group for Milwaukee right now.
And say what you will about the value of the three-pointer, but those close-in looks are always plan A. Every trip down, get to the paint, get deep, score.
Here's Portis, passes it to Forbes. Pass to Tucker. Middleton outside. The Bucks need to get a shot off here, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. And some changes here for the Bucks. Antetokounmpo comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Teague in for Bryn Forbes. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Harris is checked in. And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile one block a moment ago.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
Green. Rebounded by Tucker. Bucks leading by 10. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
To the inside. Here's Tucker. Pass to Connaughton. The tray. The shot that time, not on target. And Brooklyn will come the other way. Count the basket.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Teague against Dinwiddie. And Teague, here we go. Greg, who are your favorite players to watch in the NBA?
Boy, that's a tough one. You know, you got to like the guys that have changed the game in some regards, right? Steph, KD, and Giannis. Those are three guys that are just doing things that don't seem normal.
True.
Then others who remind you of past greatness. You know, Jason Tatum with Kobe, or maybe an Anthony Davis with Hakeem. And Those are guys that I love. And then the other guy, listen, LeBron James. I could watch him play basketball every day. You know, to do what he's done at this stage of his career, I just think it's incredible. And I think our game is in great shape.
Agree on all counts. Antetokounmpo, no good. Nets trail by 10. Lobbed up there for Green. Leaps for it, and Brooklyn with another turnover here.
Well, that's two teammates who need to reintroduce themselves to one another, not on the same page.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Portis. Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo. And it's Holiday in for T. The Nets also changing it up. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Irving comes in for Joe Harris. And it's James Harden in for Dinwiddie.
Well, when Drew Holiday gets involved in the pick and roll sets like that one there, it's very difficult to guard him. He uses his speed and quickness and change of direction and knocks down the shot.
Antetokounmpo, no good.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss. That kind of energy not wasted.
Back to KD. He's looking for Jordan and finds him. Lets it go from 14. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Holiday goes in, and he lays it straight in. Holiday's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, instead of flailing for a foul, Drew Holiday does not expect the call, maintains his focus, and gets the
power on that throwdown.
Unreal.
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
Here's Holiday, and the layup's good off the glass. Holiday's got his third basket of the night.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
As crafty as they come, Harden uses that tremendous body control to his advantage.
Chris Middleton's checked in for Milwaukee.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. And Holiday throws it down.
That is a vicious dunk from Holiday there. When you give him room to run, he can take off just like that.
Here's Irving. Up again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
And Holiday, here we go. Count it. Holiday's got 11.
Drew's got such a great build. 205, 210 pounds, a bigger guard. Hard to knock him off it.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It was a fast pace for Milwaukee at the outset. Tenacious on both ends of the floor. Thanks for joining us.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. An exceptional performance from Drew Holiday.
And guys, we saw just how tough he can be with the step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. Griffin is out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Harden. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's KD in at the 3 spot. Harden dishes to Irving. Back to Harden. Lopez with the block. And there's the call on Durant. That's foul number 2 for him. Bucks leading by 11. Antetokounmpo looking it over. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Antetokounmpo, those long strides and then fearless in his attack.
Holiday against Harden. And the jam by Harden.
A power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. Milwaukee's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Holiday attacking. It's good for the 7th time this game. He's shot 7. He has made 7.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Here's Harden. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. And now here comes Antetokounmpo leading the break. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Giannis has got 8 points.
They are on fire right now. That's 4 straight makes.
Here's Harden. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Lopez finds DiVincenzo. Lopez, no luck.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Here's Middleton. The kick out to Holiday. And a miss there on the triple. Nets trail by 13. The deep 3 from Harden. Giannis grabs the miss. And so Holiday will bring it up for Milwaukee.
And last season, Giannis Antetokounmpo welcoming his first child into the world.
And maybe now an MVP at home as a most valuable papa. The mother of his son was a volleyball player in her day. So you got to think, as this kid grows up, maybe the recruits are sending letters already.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. 4 on the clock. Tucker can't get it to go. For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the 3rd. The shot's good from Irving.
No stopping Kyrie on the drive right there, getting to the basket with ease.
And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way. Brooklyn making some changes. Green comes in for DeAndre Jordan. And Harris subbed in for Kyrie Irving. Dinwiddie against Teague. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. For Brooklyn, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. He hits both from the stripe. 3 minutes gone now in the 3rd quarter. Now here's Teague. The pass to Portis. Now here's Teague. Portis in the post, lays it up and banks it in.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Dinwiddie kicks to Green. To the paint, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Portis.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
I love the intensity dial up here from a defensive standpoint in the second half. Doing a much better job.
Bucks leading by 11. Inside, Connaughton unable to get that one. Some solid defense from Brown. Here's Green. Rebounded by the Bucks.
Whoops. Got caught in between moves there on his way to the rack.
Connaughton passes to Tucker. Connaughton kicks it to Tucker. Shoots over Dinwiddie. Tucker can't get it to go. Nets trail by 11. Brown right side. Nets passing it around. Trying to find Green. He's got it now. Back to Dinwiddie. Rejected by T.
It's great to see Jeff T get up for that shot and send it right back.
Outside Portis. 17 seconds left to play in the third. Back to Antetokounmpo. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Yeah, 76% from the line a season ago, and most would consider that to be a success.
Now Harden, 14 points for him. On the wing, Brown. Back to Harden. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And that is just a deflating error on his part.
Yeah, he knows he shouldn't have made it, and that's just really overall a frustrating sequence that hopefully doesn't stick with him.
And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in.
Well, excellent job, KD, timing the contest there.
And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. We come back right after this. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Great hands, great vision. That makes great things happen for your offense.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. And Milwaukee looking at who they've got. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Then it's Brook Lopez. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Forbes in at the 1 spot. That free throw good from Lopez.
So much talk about Lopez and how much he has changed his game to fit the modern NBA. And I think what's most impressive is not just the ability to shoot the ball, but the ability to be effective while shooting the 3 ball. Brook Lopez has worked hard to do that.
Making the most of the screen, that's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Down low. And Middleton kicks to Forbes. Back to Middleton. 6 to shoot. Over KD. Middleton can't get it to go. Nets trail by 12. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Lets it fly from 18. And Middleton the bucket on the assist from Antetokounmpo.
A great floor awareness as Antetokounmpo has a sense for when the D has overcommitted or shifted his way, and then he finds where his teammate is open on the floor.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Irving passes to Griffin. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Passes it to Tucker. And a wide open look for Portis. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pops it up for Jordan. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Well, determined that time to get to the rim, anticipating the pass, and a rim rocker.
Harden against T. And Jordan sends it back. And Irving with a clear path to the hoop. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Here's Teague. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. Back to Teague. Knocked away. And now the fast break. Griffin with the ball. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And not much the D is going to be able to do on that possession. Griffin downright lethal when he's rolling in the pick and roll.
And the Bucks with some changes. Blake Griffin hits them both.
The lead's not looking as comfortable after those free throws. Nice job.
And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for Milwaukee. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. The Nets making a switch here. Green's checked in. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Antetokounmpo inside. He's against Green, and Giannis gets it to go.
He's a hard guy to guard everywhere on the floor, but more than anywhere else, Giannis can get you in the paint. That's where he lives.
Harden the pass to Green. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got 5 assists tonight.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Yeah, this is not the team that we saw in the first quarter right now. Way more confident out there, and the cohesion of the team is impressive.
And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Durant, that's good.
Happy to put the team on his back, especially in the biggest of moments. Durant nails a huge shot.
Antetokounmpo can't get it to go. And here's Brooklyn. They're on a 16-7 run. Good on that shot. With that, the Bucks' lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Durant.
He's a guy that lives for a big moment like that. Great focus and courage in the clutch.
Nets have gone on a tear here in the fourth. They're 8 of 9 on field goal attempts in the quarter. Shot is good off the back rim and in. KD's got the game tied up here for the Nets.
Despite a laid-back nature, Durant demands the ball in crunch time. This is why. And you have to love how Holiday came up big with the shot. That's the kind of leadership you want to see from him.
Harden outside to take the lead. Laces one from 3.
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it. And the outcome on the line, Holiday comes through with a crucial bucket there.
And the Nets with possession here. There's 47 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Harden kicks to Irving. They kick it out to Green. Just 5 to shoot. Irving passes to Jordan, and they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
Yikes, that one stings there. Hurts so much more to turn the ball over, especially with how tight the game is.
And the Nets making a change here. Griffin's checked in. Here's Holiday. Money!
And they do have a foul to give.
A 3 and nothing but a 3 will do here.
Nah, this is all from the perimeter and outside the arc here.
It's Durant on the wing. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It goes on Chris Middleton.
Yeah, sure, it's hard to avoid fouling Durant, but the problem is he's hitting 90% for his career from the free throw line.
And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time. DiVincenzo kicks to Giannis. From deep three-point range, it's off. And so it's the Bucks who come out on top here. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll have... Check out the fashion style of the Bucks as they enter. Now the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the 5 down low. And for the Clippers, Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverley. Then it's Marcus Morris. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Zubats in at the center. Now here is Holiday. Middleton the pass to Lopez. The Bucks working the ball around. Holiday against Beverley. And the rejection by Zubats. And the whistle blew, so that'll be a shooting foul. Great defensive effort there with the blocked shot. But he got more than just the ball that time. Free throws coming up right now.
It wasn't that long ago that Holiday suffered some injuries that had people concerned about his future.
Greg, some injuries are bad luck. We do know this. Drew Holiday's physical, he's fearless, and he doesn't know any other way to play. But thankfully, he's battled through, and he is still playing at an all-star level.
And guys, even though he's in a big market, Kawhi Leonard's still not one for the spotlight.
That is so true. It's not about the fame for him. He's in L.A., but Kawhi Leonard stays in his bubble. All the trappings that come with being a great player, he's truly focused on the love of the game, winning and being the best possible player he can be.
Now here is Holiday. Clock at 6. And Middleton kicks to DiVincenzo. The putback and Antetokounmpo on the follow.
And with his length and explosiveness, it's never a surprise to see Giannis get points on the offensive glass. Great nose for the ball.
Here's Zubats. Now here is George.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. Here's Lopez. And the dunk by Lopez.
And I tell you, Antetokounmpo's evolved into one of the better passing forwards in our league. And when the defense is focused on you that much, you need to be able to find the open man.
And so here are the Clippers after the basket by Milwaukee. Pass to George. And he uses the glass on the layup.
We know Beverly's ability as a defender, but don't underestimate his ability as a distributor. He has good vision.
Now here's Giannis. Lopez inside. Zubats defending. For 3, Middleton drills it from outside.
And this is what Middleton does. Hit trays. He's one of the best in the league at helping his team space the floor.
And George kicks to Beverly. From deep. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. For Milwaukee, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. DiVincenzo passes to Giannis. And now running up the court. Leonard pushing it up. DiVincenzo against Morris. Off with the layup.
Meeting right at the rim. He typically converts in those situations. Not this time.
It's just hard to match up with Antetokounmpo's speed, especially in the open floor.
Now here is George. Outside Leonard. There's 1:54 left to play in the first quarter. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. So both teams making some changes here. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
Bucks leading by 6. Their offense has been great here.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance.
And Middleton kicks to Portis. Here's Connaughton. From deep 3-point range, Forbes can't get it to go. And here's Cousins. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. Left side, George. Over Middleton. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Here's Forbes. Cousins pulls it in.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
You know, if you get the ball to the right guy in the right spot, more often than not, you're coming away with points.
Now, here is Morris. Shoots over Tucker. Morris dishes to George. Man passes to Cousins. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
That's what you need your stars to do. Time running out. Find a way to make it happen. Excellent play by DeMarcus.
Here's Connaughton. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Clippers trail by 4. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. We've got 13 seconds left in the first. Right side Teague to the paint. Portis kicks to Teague. Can't cash in on the 10-foot jumper.
We know he's very strong defending the post, but what you like about Bobby Portis, at his size, he can really move.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. The Bucks on top, up by 4. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles.
I think the most important lesson that I got.
All part of the process of achieving greatness.
Yeah, and most guys have had to go through it. MJ, LeBron, leading a team to a championship rarely happens early on.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
We've got Luke Kennard. Batuma's out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's Man in at the 3 slot. That's who's out there for the Clippers. 5 to shoot. Outside Holiday. A 3-pointer is right on target. Holiday's got the lead up to 7 now for the Bucks. Greg, 11 years for you in the NBA. You had to have some favorite players that you played besides and with.
You know, it's a great call, and there were a ton of them. A few guys, though, Wilson. Gary Payton, I got a chance to play with Gary for a year and have known him. We used to go at it in high school, and it's really about his personality. This is a guy that constant chatter, practice on the court. That's what fed his confidence. Charles Oakley, another guy. He would run through a wall or through you to win a game. And then Scottie Pippen later in my career, just a winner and somebody who I competed against for many years, but then having the opportunity to play with up close, I got a greater appreciation for his skill set.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo, and it's Teague for Drew Holiday.
With hands wider than the dimensions of the basketball, Kawhi able to control it with ease.
Portis finds Teague. Here's Connaughton. To the middle. Stolen by Zubac. Kennard with the ball. No points in the game yet for him. Jackson misses.
Missed opportunity, wide open from mid-range. He would love to get that one back.
And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
The Bucks shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game.
And team stats last season, 74% shooting, so some numbers that they can definitely improve upon.
Jackson dishes to Leonard. Back to Jackson. Launches a 3. Jackson can't get that one to fall. Antetokounmpo with the ball. Leonard picks him up. There's the pass to Teague. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Yeah, again, just a lackluster transition defense.
Outside Leonard. With the shot and the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Moving it up. And it's sent back by George.
Not going to be Paul George with that move. He's too long and too talented of a defender.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Morris is checked in.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here's Leonard and Middleton with the block. Antetokounmpo finds Lopez. Outside Holiday. Lopez inside. He's against Morris. And that one's good by Lopez.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Kennard for three. Milwaukee with the rebound.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
There's the lob, and Kumbo, an emphatic alley-oop jam.
And if you're looking to make a big play with the pass, you've got to love Giannis. He's a big target on those alley-oop lobs.
George from deep three-point land. The long-distance three is buried. George has got 5 now.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
Pass to Giannis. With the fadeaway. It's hauled in by Zubac. Clippers trail by 11. Kennard with the ball. And Holiday picks him up defensively. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. The Clippers have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Bryn Forbes. Leonard inside, defended by Middleton. Beverly for 3. The shot, no good. Outside Holiday, and the last second attempt doesn't fall. And all right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And he might not get all the attention, but you talk about smooth scoring. Thanks for joining.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You look at Antetokounmpo really making a difference here.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
Setting the floor for the Bucks. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo. He's out there with Holiday. And it's Middleton in at the 3.
And I like the different looks that Morris can give you inside, outside, and in transition.
Morris against Holiday. Leonard with the steal. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Beverly the pass to Mann. Ibaka outside. Back to Beverly. Ibaka outside. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Good on that shot. With that, the Bucks lead is cut down to just 6 points, and the bucket from Kawhi Leonard.
The power, the length, the ability to finish. Leonard dominant in that painted area.
Here's Giannis. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Ooh, just shook his man loose with a crafty play inside.
And then the dunk just tops it off beautifully. And Beverly kicks to Leonard. Fires, high post. The shot, no good. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. They've led by as many as 14 points. Holiday gets the bucket.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Clippers trail by 10. Beverly deciding where to go with it. And here's Leonard from 3. Lopez grabs the board.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Bounce pass, Holiday. Now DiVincenzo. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Just 4 to shoot. Shoots the 3. That shot is off. And Morris has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Clippers, trailing by 10.
And you see Kawhi's hustle in transition, always putting himself in position to succeed.
Outside Holiday. In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. Back to Holiday. Up top, DiVincenzo. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here, and it goes out of bounds. That one's off Holiday.
Off on the timing, or it may have been a miscommunication. Either way, turnover.
Luke Kennard, he's checked in for Los Angeles. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for the Bucks. Kennard against Holiday. Kennard, the pass to Ibaka. Back to Kennard, taken away by Holiday. Here's Middleton. Busts the J after the cagey pass fake. Middleton's got 5.
I mean, a tremendous all-around talent. Drew Holiday keeping his eyes up and his options open.
Kennard kicks to Leonard. At the elbow, it's Ibaka. And the Clippers miss again. Bucks leading by 10. Pushing it up. Middleton can't get it to go. Clippers have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field. Leonard finds Morris. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
It's amazing everything Leonard gives you, including the eyes to find the open man.
Holiday surveying the floor. Middleton for 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Middleton's got 5 points in the quarter.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
He gets it in there.
That's a well-timed play, well executed, and Serge, a quick, powerful roller to work with.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Back to Holiday. Now Tucker, defended by Ibaka. And to Tecumbo inside. Morris is there. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's DiVincenzo. And with the rebound.
This is the shot you want right at the rim. He just couldn't deliver.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Leonard with no one around. Misses the 3. Fast break, Milwaukee. Holiday is running. Middleton for 3. The Clippers grab the miss. Shot from 12. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's Milwaukee. Ahead by 9 is the... And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or 2 when he needs to.
Whatever the offense requires, that has to be your mindset. Always thinking team first.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. Our 4th quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. Taking a look at Los Angeles. We've got Ibaka. Paul George is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Jackson in at the 1. Kennard finds Cousins. Kennard's shot is off. Bucks leading by 9. Teague with the ball. Guarded now by Jackson. It's tipped. And it's out of bounds to the Bucks as Milwaukee retains possession. Zubac is checked in for Serge Ibaka. And so it's Milwaukee with it. They've led by as many as 14 points. And it's Connaughton missing. Portis against Zubac. Now here's Cousins. Defense is right there. The drive by Jackson. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Jackson's got his first points in this one. The Bucks shooting 47%, pretty solid. And here is Teague. Portis, the pass to Tucker. And here is Antetokounmpo. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Jackson kicks to George. Shot clock at 6. Back to Zubac. And stolen by Portis. Antetokounmpo passes to Teague. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. No good on the triple.
Okay, that's frustrating. You work hard to get these open looks. You know he liked that one back.
Jackson finds Cousins. The 3. Rebounded by the Bucks. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Outside Portis. Pass to Connaughton. Paul George with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. That's in, and the Milwaukee lead is cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Kennard.
A fantastic competitor. The bigger the moment, the more Kennard wants the ball.
Teague, the pass to Portis. Now, here's Tucker. Connaughton kicks to Teague. Clock at 4. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, Jeff Teague is one of the tougher players in the league despite his size, and he did a good job finishing through the contact. You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And the Clippers making a change here. Beverly's checked in. George looking around. The pass to Zubac. And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, guys. Well, Mike Budenholzer had some advice for the team during the timeout. He said, I want us to play as though we're behind. We're good when we play with urgency. We're bad when we become complacent. Don't become complacent. Let's go, guys.
Back to Holiday. The kick out to Lopez. On the wing, Holiday. Guarded by Jackson. Clippers trail by 6. Back to George. Good D by Lopez. Milwaukee's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Outside Holiday. From deep. Doesn't go for him. The Clippers go the other way with it.
This has reached desperation time for them.
For them to have a chance, everything has to go right on both ends from this point on. That's what Jackson's doing right now. Supreme confidence in the clutch.
We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
And this is why he gets paid the big bucks. Middleton enjoys coming through in the clutch.
On the wing, George. No good from outside. Pass to DiVincenzo. Stolen by Beverly. Back to Jackson. It's George on the wing. It's good.
No moment is ever too big for Paul George. He remains confident in the clutch.
Here's Holiday. And so it's the Bucks who come out on top here. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us.
for the land of the...
Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K and the Clippers starting five. Patrick Beverly out there with Paul George. Then it's Marcus Morris. Then it's Ibaka. And it's Leonard in at the small forward. And for Brooklyn, we've got Green. He's out there with Durant. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Harden. And it's Dinwiddie in at the point guard. Now here's Beverly. Now here's Leonard. Kevin Durant with the rebound.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Two terrific defenses tonight, Greg. They do it in a variety of ways. It's been hard for either team to score.
You know, strong on ball, in help, in transition, and both coaches doing such a great job of making the adjustments. And listen, the reality is defense still can be a factor in determining who wins and who loses.
And we're seeing it right before our eyes.
Boy, if you allow Kevin Durant to play in space, in transition, you can turn the lights out.
And here's George. Pass to Beverly. Top of the key, Ibaka. Can't hit that one. Jordan with some nice D. KD on the wing. Dinwiddie outside. He dishes it to Jordan. Stolen by Beverly. And here comes Leonard leading the fast break. Outside for George. Offensive rebound. Morris passes to Ibaka. Poked loose. Dinwiddie with the steal. Here's that's a great dunk.
He's an athletic freak.
Wow.
I love seeing Harden stroke it from there. One of the most lethal shooters we have in the game.
Now here's Leonard. Outside for George. Trying to find Durant. He's got it now. And again, Brooklyn running the court in transition. Dinwiddie passes to Harden. Nets passing it around. For three. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
And the defense has been on their back heels with the way they've been running the ball up the floor.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. George, no good. Nets leading by 8. And Paul George, Doris, kind of a late bloomer coming up in high school. His older sister used to give him the business on the blacktop. Of course, eventually, he found his stride, and the rest is history.
It took some encouraging from older sis and his high school coach, who actually had to threaten him with running suicides to get the guy to shoot more. And think about it. This guy plays his college basketball at mid-major Fresno State. That's really where he got onto the NBA radar.
Here is Harden. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Dinwiddie dishes to Jordan. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Clippers trail by 8. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. And it's blocked by Jordan.
Boy, the wingspan of DeAndre Jordan. This guy sends it back with a message.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. That's good from Beverly. And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Both free throws good from Beverly. 1:21 left in the first quarter. Nets leading by 6. Outside Irving. Griffin kicks to Harris. 6 on the shot clock. To the inside. Stolen by Zubac. And pushing it up. Here's the Clippers. Here's Mann. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. 54 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Outside Irving. Passes it to Claxton. The dish now to Harris. 6 to shoot. A three-pointer off the mark. Clippers trail by 4. Man passes to Cousins. Out of bounds, Clippers ball as the Clippers keep possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
Now here's Cousins. And the dunk by Zubac.
Boy, that is absolutely gorgeous by DeMarcus Cousins. Run the offense through your big man, and he will find the open man.
Irving against Beverly. And that one's good, Irving.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Here's Kennard. Deep 2 from Beverly. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And we reached the end of the first quarter. Recently, we spoke with Patrick Beverly about his throwback.
Old school basketball, you know.
Now, pound for pound, Greg, Beverly may be the most physical player in the league.
And he also gets in your head. It's a combination that allows him to get stops against guys as big as Kevin Durant.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the Nets, what do you think?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. Setting the floor for the Nets. Brown out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's Durant. Then there's Griffin. And it's Claxton in at the 4. Joe Harris is checked in for the Nets.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Claxton the pass to Harris. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
Now, here is Irving. Following the miss by DeMarcus Cousins. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Kennard, the pass to Man. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. A second chance effort. And Cousins kicks to Zubac. Tries yet again. That is good. And the Nets' lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from DeMarcus Cousins. The Nets have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Irving dishes to Brown. Pass to Harris. Brown against Kennard. And stolen by Cousins. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Up the floor. Jackson passes to Kennard. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
And you want more of this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better the team.
Jackson against Irving. Harris looking it over. The pass to Claxton. The kick out to Irving. It's up a 3. That one doesn't drop. The Clippers go the other way with it. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Kennard on the wing. And stolen by Harris. One-on-one fast break. I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable. And there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden, I mean, he shoots that step-back 3, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that three-pointer. Kyrie, Dame Lillard, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. C.J. McCollum. That's great. These are guys that have really feasted and carved out a nice niche for themselves in the NBA because of that ability to take and make jump shots.
Man, I love that list. You're right on it. And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played.
I'll tell you, there's little you can do to stop Paul George when he's got his game going. He has the lane to the rim, and you know he's going to finish.
Now here's Harden. And it's good for 2.
You know, they've worked the ball into ideal position there to get the high-quality look.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. Down low. Here's Ibaka. And the bucket is good. And, folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And, guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here's Leonard. Dinwiddie with the rebound.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
And arguably no one in the NBA draws more attention than Harden. Part of why he creates so many opportunities for others.
Ibaka, and Ibaka is right there.
Well, not sure who was responsible for the block out, but this guy got in there and dug out his points.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. At one stretch in the opening period, they...
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. One of the stories here, James Harden getting it done today.
Ooh, that first half looked like a dunk contest mixtape. Was just destroying the rim.
This guy, he plays fast, he's aggressive, and if you let him get to the cup, there is nothing that you can do about it.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. We've got Kawhi Leonard, Patrick Beverley out there with Paul George. Then it's Marcus Morris, and it's Ibaka in at the center, filling out the middle.
Now, Kevin Durant is an absolute nightmare for defenses. And if you're the opposing coach and he starts to take over, you've got to be thinking, what am I going to do with this guy?
Now, here's Beverley. It's George on the wing, guarded by Green. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's on Kevin Durant.
See, I don't think you can teach that. Paul George going right into contact. You love that aggressiveness.
Both good from the line that time.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
Dinwiddie outside. He kicks to Harden. It's Jordan on the wing. They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Ibaka. Here's the break. Beverley with the ball. Defended by Dinwiddie. And Jordan sends it back. 4-on-3 break. KD, that's for 2. That's tipped. Clippers trail by 3. The shot by George, wide open. Buries the long-range jumper. George has got 9.
And this is a shot Paul George makes consistently, right? When he's in rhythm, he's ready to fire off the bounce.
Dinwiddie finds Harden. Harden with the stuff.
And you can see he just has a great overall feel for this game. Excellent job tonight.
And that's been his role pretty much from the opening tip. Get the ball to guys where they can score it.
Here's Beverly. After the basket by Brooklyn. From deep, George. James Harden with the rebound.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
I'll tell you, Kevin Durant is hyped. He knows no one can stop him if the pass is perfect.
And Doris, make no mistake about it. Spencer Dinwiddie is looking to score. An instant offense type of player.
And Spencer Dinwiddie knows what his role is, and he plays it perfectly. He can go a little hot and cold for stretches, but he doesn't let it affect him. Dinwiddie's always going to provide that offensive punch that's so critical for you.
Now here's Durant. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. 5 on the clock. Jordan. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. And now a 6-point Nets lead.
Well, you're allowing DeAndre Jordan to get comfortable. This guy is so efficient as a scorer.
Pass to Ibaka. Outside Leonard. That one, no good. Jordan with some nice D.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. Now here's Brown. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Irving against Jackson. Brown the pass to Claxton. On the wing, Irving. Let's go. Misses off the right iron.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
And Griffin sends it back. They get it back. And the basket by Jackson.
And good to see Jackson finish closer in. Not a guard who just chucks up threes. Can find the creases with that handle.
Now here's Irving. Over Jackson. Claxton with the bucket. And the Nets lead by 6.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Outside Jackson. Great D that time from Griffin. And here's Griffin. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Harris passes to Griffin. Harris inside. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. Clippers trail by 6. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Jackson down low. He's covered by Irving. For Brooklyn, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Harris outside. To the paint. Here's Claxton. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
We so often identify Joe Harris as strictly a shooter, but this guy, he is a tremendous passer as well.
Knocks it loose. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Clippers trail by 8. We've got Brown. Griffin is out there with Jordan. And it's Durant. And it's Dinwiddie in at the point guard position.
Oh, that was worth the price of admission.
How about the flashy display from Paul George? Complete mastery when it comes to the handle.
Dinwiddie passes to Jordan. In the corner, it's Griffin. The Nets working the ball around now. Jordan kicks to Dinwiddie. Back to Jordan. Some solid defense from Ibaka. Clippers shooting 34% from the field. That's not going to get it done. George. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5 for 8 night shooting.
Well, he had trouble making shots in the first period, but rounding into himself here in the second.
Timeout called, the Nets.
And what a unique career Serge Ibaka has had. Some incredible totals for him over the course of his career.
That's right, Greg. I mean, I think people would be shocked to know Serge Ibaka was the first player ever to make 500 threes and have 1,500 blocks. Hard to imagine nobody had ever accomplished that feat. Give credit to Ibaka. He changed his offense and added the three ball.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Jordan. Joe Harris comes in for Kevin Durant. And Irving subbed in for Dinwiddie. From the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what the Nets head coach was going over with his team. He's encouraged where they are at this point in the game, but he told his guys things can turn in a blink. What we need to do is execute the rest of the way. So we'll see if they can finish this one off, Kevin.
Beverly against Dinwiddie. And Beverly kicks to George. From outside, off the mark. Nets leading by 6. For 3, Durant. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Here's George. Gets it to go from 8 feet. George has got 11 points here in just the second half.
It's really been a tale of two halves, guys. A slow start, but this quarter, he has really been the man.
Here's Harden, and the rejection by Ibaka.
Boy, great extension from Ibaka. His length always a factor.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
This is what superb defense is all about, guys. He read that all the way.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Irving's checked in for Dinwiddie. It's Durant on the wing, defended by George. Harden dishes to Irving. Outside for Jordan. Goes up to the stripe. They get the rebound. Outside, Green. Durant against George. Just 5 on the clock. And then Durant with the dunk.
Well, drop the hammer, KD. How confident is this guy at the cup?
Clippers trail by 6. Beverly with the ball. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That'll be his second foul of the game. Los Angeles making a switch here. Morris is checked in. Leonard attacking. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Jeff Green picks one up.
I love scorers who want to seek contact. Kawhi Leonard consistently in the top 20 in free throw attempts.
Griffin's checked in for the Nets.
Well, this is why you run your offense through him in important situations. You know he's going to deliver.
Outside Irving. Back to Harden. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 3 assists now in this one.
And one of the most creative scorers the league has to offer. Harden specializes in sinking those tough shots.
Beverly the pass to George. No good on that one. Harden with the defensive effort. Nets leading by 6. Kicks to Griffin. Outside Jordan. Back to Griffin. Shot clock at 6. Passes it to Harden. Over George. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Harden's got the lead up to 8 now for Brooklyn.
And Harden proving why he's an elite ball handler. Absolutely cutting the D to pieces with his move.
Leonard kicks to George. Back to Leonard. Three-pointer. Rebounded by the Nets. Guys, you've got to think a basket here would seal it.
No question. That would be all she wrote.
Irving looking for an opening. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. And Brooklyn has possession. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Harden dishes to Griffin. Back to Harden. Outside Griffin. Launches it. The rebound by Paul George. From deep. No good. So it's the Nets picking up the win. So, David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The traffic in New York City. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Lopez in at center. And for the Nets, they've got Green. He's out there with Durant. Harden out there with Jordan. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 2. Now here is Holiday. Giannis passes to Lopez. Bucket is good. Deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players, but you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
Well said. Holiday with the block.
An aggressive defender who pressures ball handlers. Nobody should be surprised to see Holiday sending shots away. That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Pass to KD. Dinwiddie right side. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. On offense here, the Bucks. Outside Holiday. Pass to Middleton. And Jordan sends it back.
Hey, you know he's around, and that's what he does. DeAndre Jordan throwing that shot out of there.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Now here's Harden. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Now here's DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez at the elbow. Over Jordan. 3 on the clock. Pass to Antetokounmpo, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And here are the Nets. Nothing yet up on the scoreboard for them. Durant dishes to Jordan. Dinwiddie kicks to KD. Off target from three-point range.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
DiVincenzo passes to Holiday. The shot by Middleton, wide open. That 3 off the mark. The Nets still looking like they're getting going. Trailing by 4.
That's one of the areas he's really improved. Durant's passing abilities have grown as his years in the league have grown.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. And there's the pass to Giannis. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
Antetokounmpo going to work inside. Yeah, he's 6'11", but he's also relentless.
Back to Dinwiddie. Kicks it out to Harden. Over Holiday, and the shot is long. Bucks leading by 4. DiVincenzo finds Antetokounmpo.
Sometimes it's a real trick bag trying to guard Antetokounmpo. I mean, his skill set and build and length and athleticism draws a ton of fouls.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. The Nets have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Teague against Irving. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
You know, I like how Irving also keeps the defense guessing, keeps them off balance, and he's so crafty and creative around the basket.
And the Bucks making a change here. Tucker's checked in.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Portis against Griffin. Releases. That misses off the backboard. Nets trail by 3 on the wing. Brown. He dishes it to Griffin. Back to Brown. Out to Harris. Oh, Griffin in position.
Set up on a platter that time by Harris. A room service dime right there.
Teague against Irving. And Teague, here we go. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. This is his first trip to the line tonight. Free throw good, Teague.
And you know what I like most about Teague is his confidence. I mean, he's unflappable. He's cool and composed, and yet plays the game with a real fire.
Here's Claxton. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And here is Irving. Brown outside. Back to Irving. Oh, Griffin in position.
Irving doing a nice job there being creative and efficient with that beautiful assist.
Passes it to Portis. Rejected by Harris. And Irving launches it from deep. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a And regarding the mental aspect of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Definitely the game has slowed down a lot for me.
Well, Greg, that might be why they put up so many points. They all know the roles. They've got the right recipe for everything they want to do on offense.
Yeah, his awareness plus unselfishness puts defenders in a no-win situation.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
They've gotten to the line with tremendous consistency here through the first period.
Yeah, this is how you can keep a crowd quiet, though. I mean, methodically score at the line and take some of that energy away from the fans. They don't like to have the action stop and the opposing team scoring.
Brown out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's Harris. And it's Durant. And it's Claxton in at the center position. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. And it's in there. KD's got the lead up to 1 now for the Nets.
Well, being able to score from any place on the court makes Durant a space creator for his team. I mean, it's not just inside. It's not just threes. It's that mid-range game, too.
Now here's Middleton. Those 3-pointers off the mark. And here's the fast break. Durant leading the way. He dishes it to Brown. That's good. And a nice assist from Durant. Brown's got his first bucket of the night.
Excellent vision by Durant out there. What a nice pass.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, GA. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Griffin's checked in for Brooklyn. Now here's Teague. Back to Connaughton. Shoots over Brown. That one off the back iron and out.
And, guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
And the foul called on Blake Griffin. That is his first foul of the game. A lot of great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. Do you think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question. And believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, and I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that.
No, we don't do that.
Boy, if you had the word grinder in the dictionary, P.J. Tucker might be right next to it. His energy and effort and selflessness, contagious.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Now here's Harden. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Jordan the pass to Dinwiddie. Lobs it up for Jordan. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Boy, Jordan is an alley-oop specialist, a big target with strength and bounce.
Middleton outside. Inside. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Now, here is Harden. Outside Durant. And then Durant with the dunk.
Well, I love the speed that Durant has. I mean, fantastic at slashing into the paint and scoring right at the rim. That length of stride of his and his speed, lethal combination.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Harden dishes to Dinwiddie. Back to Harden. For the three. A shot off that time. And Milwaukee will come the other way. Lopez outside. He's looking for Tucker and finds him. Pass to DiVincenzo. Holiday looking over the floor. DiVincenzo finds Middleton. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Giannis, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Bryn Forbes comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. Harden the pass to Durant. From deep three-point range, and again, no good by Brooklyn. The Bucks have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. A 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock.
Total breakdown from the defense there. I mean, he'll usually take advantage when that's the case.
Dinwiddie outside. Pops it up for Jordan.
Oh, and just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley-oop.
I got to say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going.
Neither did the defense.
And a close game so far for the... All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. They were always within striking distance. And that'll do it.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. They've got Portis. Teague out there with Dante DiVincenzo. Then it's P.J. Tucker. And it's Nora in at the three. And there's a whistle that's going to go on James Harden. That's his first foul. Here's Middleton. He kicks it to Holiday. To the middle. Here's Antetokounmpo.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
Al Harden. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Durant down low. Guarded by Holiday. And Durant gets it to go.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Down low. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
The decision-making of Antetokounmpo is really brilliant, in a word. He knows when to spot up, he knows when to roll to the bucket off screens, and he knows when to give it up.
Now here's Harden. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. That's on Brook Lopez.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Jordan. Harris comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Bruce Brown in for Dinwiddie. Greg, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you know, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more. but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in, is their defensive approach.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Lopez kicks to Middleton. Back to Lopez. 4 on the shot clock. Outside Holiday. The 3. Antetokounmpo trying to break loose. Offensive rebound. Here's Lopez. Dishes it to Antetokounmpo. Makes the most of the high percentage shot. 9 points for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
To me, this is the next step for Giannis, wanting to improve that jump shot, especially off the catch.
Irving passes to Griffin. Holiday against Irving. Back to Griffin. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
And the long reach of Antetokounmpo, I mean, stretches for days. And because of that, he's excellent at challenging shots.
A different look for Milwaukee. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Dante DiVincenzo. Now here's Antetokounmpo. 9 points in the game so far. Back to Holiday. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. The shot's good from Lopez.
Lopez really not a guy who creates his own shot, but he bailed them out there with the clock winding down.
On the wing, Harris. Outside Irving. He feeds it to Griffin. No good, and they can't put an end to this drought. The Bucks trail. 1:11 left in the third. Holiday dishes to Giannis. The kick out to Holiday over Irving. The shot by Holiday, no good.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all. You know, even though they have the lead, you can tell he's frustrated with himself that he's not doing more.
And it's Lopez at the elbow for the lead. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. It's all knotted up.
Hey, offensive rebounding, positioning is important, but nothing's more important than pursuing the pumpkin. And Antetokounmpo is always in the chase.
Now here's Brown. Irving up top, guarded by Holiday. Brown kicks to Irving from downtown, rebounded by the Bucks. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Teague against Harden. To the inside, Portis, and Portis throws it down.
Yeah, you know, not every point guard would be able to find an open man right there, but Teague is always looking for the right play.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Milwaukee in the lead. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Green. Then it's Harden, and it's Durant, and it's Dinwiddie in at the shooting guard position. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Tucker, the pass to Forbes. 5 on the clock. Now Portis. Jordan with the rebound.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
Durant finds Harden. Jordan with it. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
And, you know, when you get a clean look at the rim, Harden usually will find you. I think he's underrated and undervalued at making his teammates better.
And the foul on Harden. That's foul number 2 for him. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Teague with the ball. Outside Portis. And it's slammed in by Teague.
And Teague is kind of sneaky with his vertical, guys. I wouldn't call it great, but it's certainly better than average, and he'll fly high on occasion to jam whenever he gets the chance.
Pass to Claxton. Back to Irving. And he banks in the layup. Irving's got it all tied up now for the Nets.
Hey, the skills of Kyrie are obvious, but what isn't so obvious is his underestimated strength.
Teague deciding where to go with it. Out to the right wing. Here's Nora. The three-pointer, no good. The net shooting has been terrific. 54% on the game. Out to Harris. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Outside Irving. Over Teague. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
You know, Irving is deadly from mid-range and really embraces that shot. He doesn't shy away from it. And I think he can give opponents a lot of problems because of it.
Outside Teague. Inside. Tucker the pass to Portis. And Portis throws it down.
Boy, Tucker ever unselfish in how he goes about his game. Nice job finding his teammate there.
Outside Irving. Kicks to Brown. Now the pass to Claxton. Back to Brown. That shot no good. And Milwaukee the other way now. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. DiVincenzo passes to Antetokounmpo.
Well, I tell you, the future of the Greek Freak is extremely bright. I mean, he really has shown the ability to deliver in important spots of game.
Passes to Durant. The shot missing. Great D that time from Middleton. And so Holiday will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. 1:21 left in the fourth. Giannis kicks to Holiday. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
Now here's Harden. And he goes big with the dunk over Brook Lopez.
And you know the ball's going to Harden when the game's tight. Terrific at delivering and producing down the stretch.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. And the turnover again by Milwaukee.
Huge turnover there, and at a bad time, too. You have to value every possession.
There's 49 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Harden dishes to Durant.
Got it! And just look at what Durant is doing. My goodness.
32 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Harden against Holiday. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Count it! And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
And Durant, here we go. Oh, and he had a chance to win it right there, but couldn't get it to fall. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. These teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters, and now we head to overtime. Should be a blast. tip-off goes to Milwaukee. So the overtime period is now ticking away. Should be fun. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here. Brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. Setting the floor for the Nets. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Brooklyn trailing, Harden with it, now guarded by Middleton, and it's Jordan with the jam.
Hey, that's why you want an experienced veteran like DeAndre Jordan. That's a huge hoop from him.
Now, as we saw, 4 quarters not enough. We're just over a minute into overtime. Holiday, the pass to Giannis. He's still up. Now he is 9 of 10.
And it's easy to see by Antetokounmpo's performance tonight. He can flat out dominate games at times.
Harden against Holiday. Lopez with the steal. Now the Bucks moving it up. Here's DiVincenzo. And Jordan sends it back. And here we go. The fast break with Dinwiddie. KD looking around. Clock at 6. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
The Nets making a switch here. Irving's checked in.
Lopez showing off the length there to get to that shot.
Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo finds DiVincenzo. Holiday, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Back to Holiday. From past the arc. And no good. And Brooklyn will come the other way. Fast break. Here we go. Ahead. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Blake Griffin. He's checked in for the Nets. I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
Holiday, the pass to Lopez. Back to Holiday. Giannis left side. Milwaukee, no good that time either. And so Griffin will bring it up for the Nets. A 2-point game. Outside Irving. Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. They trail by 2. 7 seconds left in the first overtime. What's your take, guys?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
A critical possession, no doubt. We'll see what they draw.
The Nets making a switch here. Here's KD. Timeout called, the Nets. They're behind by 2. 1 second left to play in the first overtime. Guys, what's your take?
And with under 2 seconds remaining, they need something quick. Don't have time for an extra pass here, but they want to try for a 3 off the inbound play and go for the win. Definitely doable.
Harris inside the line. Misses there. So a close game sees Milwaukee taking this one. All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. That's a look at our setting tonight, the picturesque city of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Well, DA, take it away.
Hey, Kevin.
Terrific. David, thanks. And the Clippers starting five. They've got Paul George. Marcus Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's Zubats in at the center, locking down the middle. And for Milwaukee, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the 5 spot. Now here is Holiday. Passes it to Middleton. 5 to shoot. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Ball's knocked loose. Paul George with the steal. Here's Beverly. Lays it up off the glass. Beverly's got the first points up on the board tonight here for Los Angeles.
And Bones, he stands just 6'1", but Patrick Beverly rebounds like a forward.
The fact that he's going to bring it mentally, GA, I mean, that's the huge advantage. I think if you're in the opposing locker room and you know you're going to get on the floor, Patrick Beverly is going to be right in your jock for every minute that you're going to be competing against him.
And it's Giannis missing.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
Yeah, altering the shot, just as long as there's a miss, that kind of energy not wasted.
And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Giannis bringing it down, using that sensational length to get that finish.
Now the Clippers with it. George passes to Beverly. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Zubac kicks to George. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Zubac.
I know people can't see you, but you're doing what I'm doing, scratching your head to that turnover.
Now here is Holiday. The pass to Giannis. Holiday against Beverly, and he gets the bucket.
Well, he could just see over the defense. The eyes to spot the open man. Giannis flourishing right now as a facilitator.
Pass to Zubac. Back to George. Fires the three. It's hauled in by Giannis. Bucks have gone 2 or 3 here to start off the game. To the paint. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
I think Giannis loves that kind of stuff right there. His dunks sometimes get vicious.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Leonard with the ball. Now guarded by Middleton. And Morris throws it down.
Leaping ability is off the charts. Not the biggest power forward, but outstanding at rising up off the ground.
Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And a switch here also for the Clippers. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Zubac.
And a guy who's bounced around the league a little. Surprising, given that Morris is a solid shooter and a pretty good defender and rebounder.
Now here is Holiday. Here's Lopez. He kicks it to Middleton. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Greg, as a point guard, what is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot. And, you know, you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, you know, the typical stuff about organizing offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well. But so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to, it is really paramount.
Now, here is Morris.
And give it up for the little fella on the inside there. Great rebound, even though he had to really fight for it.
Holiday, the pass to Giannis. And Giannis throws it down.
Well, an outstanding floor general right there. Holiday has switched between point guard and off guard, and a great feel for when guys are open.
Here's Beverly. Outside, George. There's the three. And Lopez pulls it down. Milwaukee leading by 5. Middleton outside. 55 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Shot clock at 5. And here we go. Fast break. Beverly's got it. Dishes to Cousins. Kicks it out to Leonard. The Bucks have gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. Holiday, the pass to Antetokounmpo, and the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Now, here's Leonard. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Back to Morris. Can they get it? And it's Leonard missing.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
And that does it for the first quarter. Bucks ahead. They're up by 7. And back in a moment as we'll get... We recently caught up with Drew Holiday, who talked about some...
being able to go through adversity and come out strong.
And Greg, you feel like that pressure never really got to Holiday.
One of the toughest guards in the league, mentally and physically. He's a machine that just keeps on coming, no matter the circumstances.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Bucks, guys.
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
Yeah, defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
Here are the 5 the Clippers have to start the second. They've got Ivica Zubac, Luke Kennard out there with Patrick Beverley. Then there's Batum, and it's Man in at the 3.
Yeah, kind of tough on the defense when you let Beverly beat you on the inside. That can get his confidence going from the outside. So damage from the paint that time.
Teague feeling it out a bit. Outside Portis. From deep. Mora can't get it to go.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Kennard kicks to Beverly. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Portis. Bucks leading by 7. Out to the right wing. Mora can't get it to go.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
The shot's good from Kennard.
Well, if you're open, Patrick Beverly is going to do his best to get you the ball.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for the Bucks. Bryn Forbes comes in for Teague. And then for Los Angeles, Serge Ibaka. He's checked in for Zubac. DeMarcus Cousins comes in for Nicholas Batum. And it's Jackson in for Patrick Beverly.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Jackson finds Kennard. Here's Man. The offensive rebound.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Portis, the pass to Tucker. Back to Portis. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And they're moving it up. Forbes, the pass to Portis. Back to Forbes. 17-foot shot on the way. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
Yeah, this is what you love about him, the confidence on that mid-range.
That's a staple of his offensive attack, and proving once again he can do some damage from that area.
Here's Ibaka, the dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's on Bobby Portis. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Portis. Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. Chris Middleton's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Holiday in for Bryn Forbes. Jackson against Holiday. The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. Off target with his 3. Clippers trail by 5. Here's Kennard. Hits the target from 18 feet. Kennard's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And how about the terrific use of the crossover there to just throw the defender off balance.
Holiday with it. Middleton on the wing. The putback, it's good on the putback. And the Bucks lead by 5.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
There's 57 seconds left to play here in the half. Jackson misses. Milwaukee's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. And Giannis throws it down.
Every night there's something that Giannis does on the floor where you just have to put your hands on your head. Wow, what a move.
And here's Kennard. He has 5. From deep three-point range, good on the triple. Kennard's got 8 points.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. To the middle, here's Antetokounmpo, and Giannis throws it down.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It makes you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots.
Jackson misses. Here we go with Holiday running it up the court. Stolen by Jackson. Cousins, no one around him. No good on the last second attempt there. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, a tremendous game we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 14. Thanks for joining us, folks.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the small forward. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Holiday looking for an opening to the inside. Lopez kicks to DiVincenzo. He dishes it to Antetokounmpo. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they are forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed, but it's always existed. And the reality is this: you become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is. And that's a great play on defense there. Forced him to rethink the shot and then able to come up with the steal.
George, no good. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Pulls up for 3. The shot by George, no good. Milwaukee leading by 5. Middleton on the wing. Zubac's defending. Tipped away. It's stolen by Morris. And here comes the break. Here's Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Well, not much you can do to stop that. Leonard showing once again his physical prowess at the tin. And Marcus Morris has raised some eyebrows in the last couple of years, just being a much more efficient scorer.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Leonard looking around. Outside for George. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. George has got 6. And last season, Marcus Morris is named one of the hottest on the trade market.
Yeah, there's a lot going on in Marcus Morris's offseason a year ago. A lot of contenders looking to add him to the roster. Handshake deal with the Spurs, switch to the Knicks, and then eventually traded to the Clippers. So grab your musical chair and try to find a seat.
First free throw is good.
Hear so much about this 3-and-D in terms of the wings in the NBA. And Chris Middleton really embodies all of that. He can do some damage behind the arc and then is asked to guard the team's most potent offensive wing.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Teague in for Drew Holiday. Here's Teague. No points in the game yet for him. And Middleton kicks to Connaughton. Back to Middleton. Batum with the steal. And he commits the intentional foul. And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. 1:58 left in the third quarter. Jackson down low. Teague covering. And stolen by Jeff Teague. And so Milwaukee again turning it over. Clippers have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Kennard for 3. That one doesn't go. Now the Bucks take it the other way. Here's Connaughton, and the layup's good off the glass. Connaughton's got his first 2 points.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Now Jackson. Pass to Cousins. It's stolen. And Teague, here we go. And that one, good. Now it's a 5-point Milwaukee lead.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And if you really want to make things hard on yourselves, this is exactly how you do it. Turnovers on back-to-back trips down the floor.
Bucks leading by 5. This offense has really been clicking.
And they know it, guys. They're playing right now with the kind of energy that is hard to deal with.
Feeds it to Tucker. Here's Nora. The Bucks keep it going. A new 14-second clock. Back to Tucker. Got a piece of it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. One item that stood out, their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it makes it really hard to defend.
Teague against Jackson. Poked away. Stolen by Jackson. Ibaka, the pass to Kennard. The 9-foot shot. Outside for Jackson. And stolen by Portis. What a shot!
Oh,
amazing!
That would count.
Unreal.
How about that shot to beat?
And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. What a defensive effort they put on Kawhi Leonard. It's rare to see him have the kind of trouble he's had tonight. And we'll be back with you shortly. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Doesn't happen with every point guard in the league as far as setting your teammates up. Lots more scorers now, but right there creating the scoring opportunity for his teammate.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, we've got Patrick Beverley. Ivica Zubac is out there with Batum. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's man in at the small forward. Holiday up top, defended by Beverley. It's good. Giannis has got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for Milwaukee.
Giannis has the hard hat on right now, going to work. So good, so long, and just terrorizing the D.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Such a wide open look.
There you go again. A nice kick out after the D had collapsed on it.
Bucks leading by 8. Now here's Teague. About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. Connaughton kicks to Teague. 7-foot shot. Outside Portis. Morris with the rebound.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there.
Passes it to Beverly. From downtown. The rebound by the Bucks.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Teague with a clean look. No good on the triple. Clippers trail by 8. Morris kicks to George. Morris passes to George. Back to Morris. And Morris throws it down.
Well, Paul George is great at breaking down the defense, and he does it with the pass that time.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. And Teague's got the ball here for the Bucks. And the pass to Nwora. Launches a 3. The shot will not fall. So the Clippers will take it the other way. And now they decide to foul intentionally. A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. The Clippers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Beverly finds Zubac. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And now it's just a 4-point Milwaukee lead.
Great at using his body and finding his feet in positions on the boards where he can get up, get to it, get an extra possession.
Leonard against Middleton. DiVincenzo passes to Holiday. Here's Giannis. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Really like that work there in the paint. He has really established a low post presence.
George dishes to Leonard. The rebound by Brook Lopez. Milwaukee leading by 6. And here's the fast break. Giannis leading the way. Middleton outside. Over Leonard. Middleton can't get it to go.
Yeah, but the hand in the face. It's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Here's Holiday. We've got 1:28 left in the fourth quarter. Pass to DiVincenzo. Just 5 to shoot. The kick out to Holiday. Stolen by Beverly.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
Now, you can't make any mistakes right here if you want to keep hope alive. Their execution has to be precise.
Lopez left side. Off the left rim and out. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter.
Important points from Morris. And when he's feeling it, he'll step up and take control.
There's 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Antetokounmpo with the ball. Pass to DiVincenzo. Just 4 to shoot. Back to Antetokounmpo over Morris. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
It's weird to say it, but the sheer length of Giannis can put the defense in a really bad position. So hard to defend without fouling.
For the Clippers, DeMarcus Cousins comes in for Ivica Zubac. And it's Batum in for Marcus Morris.
Some padding here on the free throw line. Some good work.
Beverly wide open. Offline with his 3. Well, this one is winding down now. Milwaukee can watch the clock run out. Middleton outside. Pass to Lopez. And here is Antetokounmpo. Turnaround Jay. Offline. And so the Bucks take the win. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight. A look from before as the Clippers made their way to the locker. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. We've got Harden. Durant is out there with Green. Then there's Griffin. And it's Dinwiddie in at the point guard. And for Los Angeles, Marcus Morris is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Beverly in at the point. Now here's Beverly. Here's Leonard. And it's Griffin with the rebound.
And Smitty, with LeBron getting into his late 30s, KD coming off the Achilles, for your money, is Kawhi Leonard the best player in the world?
Great question. I know one player, the Greek Freak, might have something to say about that. No less than Michael Jordan himself called Kawhi the best two-way player in the game. That's a very strong endorsement from MJ.
And so the Los Angeles Clippers get the first points of the ballgame. And here's Harden. He feeds it to Griffin. And a missed layup.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
George passes to Leonard. Pass to Zubac. Puts the move on. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Nets. KD passes to Griffin. Now here's Green. Harden kicks to Dinwiddie. 5 on the clock. And Harden with the basket on the assist by Dinwiddie.
Yeah, I love watching Harden be aggressive inside. One of the most efficient scorers in our game.
Beverly dishes to George. Stolen by Harden. Oh, and here comes Kevin Durant all alone. Leonard with the steal. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. And there it is for him.
Every organization needs team-first guys like Patrick Beverly. That's a terrific pass.
Now Harden. Pass to Griffin. In the corner, it's Dinwiddie. 6 on the shot clock. Green taking his time here. From deep, Harden. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound. Clippers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. George finds Beverly. Here's Leonard. Well, it seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific, terrific player.
3 terrific kids. You're right. Kept alive. Outside Leonard. Back to Morris. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
Terrific score there off the miss by Morris. Doesn't get a ton of offensive rebounds, but making that one count.
Dinwiddie outside. He dishes it to Durant. Shoots over Leonard. Griffin passes to Harden. Shoots over Leonard. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review. And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. And George, here we go. Zubats, great positioning on the putback.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. Now here's Harden. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. It's tipped. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel.
And they've got to get their heads into this game. They're giving the ball away far too easily.
Jackson against Irving. Jackson kicks to Kennard. Inside, here's Cousins. Up again. It's hauled in by Claxton. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Clippers lead. Earlier tonight, we spoke with Paul George about how they've integrated.
Everybody has a chip on their shoulder.
Greg, that last point is key. This team plays lockdown defense.
And that's a big part of their identity. Most teams talk about being well balanced. This team lives it.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, they use the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
You know this, the team that dictates the pace typically rules the roost. We see that here early on.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So for the Clippers right now, DeMarcus Cousins out there with Batum. Then it's Patrick Beverley. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's man in at the 3 spot. Serge Ibaka has checked in for the Clippers. Reggie Jackson comes in for Patrick Beverley. Harris kicks to Irving. Down low, Green. Stolen by Jackson. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession. Nets trail by 6. From 10 feet out, that one goes. Count it. Irving's got his first 2 points of the night.
What's nice about this in-between area for Kyrie, compared to going to the rim, he has a little more room to get his shot off.
Now here's Jackson. To the inside. Here's Ibaka, laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
That's the leadership they're looking for from Jackson. Staying patient, surveying the court, locates the open man.
Irving against Jackson with the tip. Clippers leading by 4. Jackson with it. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul. And the Nets making a change here. Jordan's checked in. Here's Jackson. The Clippers need to get off a shot. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Irving. A platoon swap. And the coach's challenge has been triggered here. Coach wants a review of the out-of-bounds violation.
And you know these types of plays, especially when you're talking about action around the sideline, this is something you can get a much better perspective of on replay than real game speed.
We've got the benefit of new camera angles, Greg. Much easier to see exactly what's going on, especially with the fidelity and angles that we've got access to now. So we just got word from the NBA Replay Center via the official courtside administrator. And the original call will stand for the out-of-bounds violation.
You know, and some people might argue, hey, we're stopping the game, but this uses up a timeout, so that's technically already a break that could happen, regardless of the call staying the same.
And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Brooklyn Nets. 4-point game. Lobs it up for Jordan. That shot, no good.
Well, that alley-oop attempt, a case of what could have been, just didn't finish the play.
You know, this is something you practice over and over again. I'm surprised they couldn't execute.
Nets trail by 6.
And Smitty, you know what Pat Beverly is going to bring every night. A fearless, ferocious, at times almost sociopathic level of intensity. And this guy just does not take a possession off.
You know, he's one of those guys I would have to question even playing with him. He plays so hard. I know I hate playing against him.
Los Angeles leading by 6. And the wide open shot from Morris. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got 3 assists now in this one. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
The pass to Claxton. Irving with a clean look. And again, no good by Brooklyn. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Serge Ibaka has checked in for the Clippers. Reggie Jackson comes in for Patrick Beverly. And a new group in for the Nets. Griffin's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Kevin Durant comes in for Joe Harris. James Harden, he's checked in for Bruce Brown. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Kyrie Irving. Here's Jackson. James Harden picking up that last basket. Jackson dishes to George. Over Jordan. George, no good.
He really can't buy a bucket, but his teammates have his back.
And the jam by Harden.
Knows where everybody is. If there's an open man, Durant's going to find him.
We've got 33 seconds left to play in the first half. And it's blocked by Jordan. Nets trail by 5. Goes up at the stripe. Another miss by Harden. And here we go with Morris running it up the court. Leonard, no luck.
He goes up strong, but he is met with resistance. I think that surprised him a little bit.
And the basket by Harden.
Because of the defensive attention he draws, KD generally has good passing angles to work with.
Gets it off. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And some... Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back with the second half of basketball right after...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello. A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. The largest lead they had was... And...
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. A fantastic game from Harden in this one.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
So for Brooklyn now, Durant is out there with Green. Then there's Griffin. Then it's Harden. And it's Dinwiddie in at the point guard position. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the one pick or the second pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. And Beverly kicks to Zubats. Morris. And Morris throws it down.
Yeah, just aggressive there. Instead of going to one of his patented shots inside, Morris just simply rises up to be free.
Harden the pass to Griffin. And then Griffin with the dunk.
Explosive leaping ability allows him to play the 5, even though he's a little undersized.
Passes it to Zubats. The dish to Beverly. Banked in off the glass. Beverly's got his second bucket of the night.
Explosive first step off the bounce. Beverly has the speed to do this.
Outside, KD. And then Durant with the dunk.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Outside, George. Rebounded by the Nets. Here's Griffin. And the rejection by Leonard.
Yeah, that shot gets jacked. Great anticipation by the claw.
Beverly wide open. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. Dinwiddie kicks to Green. To the middle. Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut down to 1 on the bucket from Blake Griffin.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
And Leonard has it in the corner. And here is Zubats. Shot clock at 6. And George, here we go, from deep. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Both teams will make substitutions. The Nets have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Irving looking over the floor. There's the feed to Harris. They kick it out to Green. On the wing, Irving. The Nets need to get a shot off here. That puts them in the lead. Claxton's got the lead up to 1 now for the Nets.
Well, the thing about Kyrie, he draws so much defensive attention. Someone's often left open.
Pass to Ibaka. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Jeff Green picks one up.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
Serge Ibaka has gone through a lot of roles since he's entered the league. Now pretty much a shot blocking stretch 4.
Jordan, he's checked in for Green. Irving finds Harris. Now here's Jordan. Harris passes to Jordan. The Nets working the ball around now. Jackson against Irving. The shot's good from Jordan.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Pass to Kennard. Inside and stolen by Jordan. In transition, here come the Nets. And Irving gets it to go on the assist by Jordan. And now it's a 3-point Nets lead.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Jackson against Irving. And there's the pass to Kennard. And the Clippers miss again.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Brown the pass to Jordan. In the corner, it's Harris. No good on the three. The Clippers shooting 43% for the game. Kennard for three. Cousins got a piece of it. Harris outside. Jordan the pass to Claxton. He got it up. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Nets lead by 3. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Yeah, it's one thing to find the guy. It's another to deliver the ball where he can do something with it. Wonderful play.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Luke Kennard out there with Patrick Beverly. Then there's Batum. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Mann in at the 3 spot. That's who's out there for the Clippers. The Nets with the lead. Now here's Durant. Harden outside. KD looking around. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Wow, the skills at his size. Durant makes a number of moves every game that just leaves you shaking your head.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Jordan comes in for Harris. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Bruce Brown. And George gets it to go.
At 6'8", Paul George is a threat inside, looking very comfortable from in there.
To the paint. Harden kicks to Griffin. Dinwiddie dishes to Harden. And it's sent back by George.
Not going to be Paul George with that move. He's too long and too talented of a defender.
Leonard against Durant. Leonard the pass to George. Here's Morris. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. And Harden wide open. He shoots. Off target from outside. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. A great fourth quarter. Just giving up 2 points. Outside Leonard. To take the lead. He lays it in.
Aggressive D there, but then again, Kawhi finishes through contact almost as well as anyone.
Now, Dinwiddie. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Over to the left wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Leonard with the ball. Morris looking over the floor. Passes it to Zubac. Leonard against Jordan. Leonard dishes to Morris. Kicks it out to Leonard. Over in the corner, Zubac. Leonard. And Leonard stays with it. Leonard's got 4 points in the quarter.
Knowing the situation, Kawhi willing and able to take control. Big bucket.
Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Dinwiddie passes to Jordan. Durant in the corner. To end the cold streak. And it's good on the layup.
That's what he does. Put the ball in KD's hands and he'll deliver.
Outside Leonard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
I mean, unbelievable. It's one thing to be talented, but Kawhi is clutch as well.
Dinwiddie kicks to Harden. Back to Dinwiddie. Pass to Durant. Got it. And that shot brings them to within just one.
That is world class.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
Beverly against Dinwiddie. Here's Leonard. Pass to Zubac from 11 feet away. The shot misses. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Back to KD. There's 21 seconds left in the game. Good.
I mean, no hesitation in the clutch. Scoring the ball is second nature to KD.
Beverly against Dinwiddie. Knocked away. Outside Durant. Off target with that shot. And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes. David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. First.